What was the most talked about and tweeted about new app in Toronto last week? The answer is Trippzy, the trivia app that awards travel rewards to amazing destinations. Trippzy is the focus of this edition of the VacayNetwork Travel Podcast. I'm Adrian Brijbassi, and with me, as always, is co-host Jim Byers. And Jim, we've got two fantastic guests joining us. Why don't you do the introductions?
Yeah, so here, Adrian, we've got Dave Boskill and Deb Corbet, better known as The Planet D. It's a great name. It's very catchy, and these guys are just killers when it comes to coverage and social media, often named amongst the most prominent bloggers in the world, not just Toronto, not just Canada or North America, but around the world. So they're huge travelers. They do a great job at The Planet D. Beautiful photos, videos. They're always getting themselves into great situations and having a lot of fun. So they were really some of the originators of this whole thing, and very influential people in the travel world. So we are beyond thrilled to have them with us on our Trippzy podcast.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, guys.
It's exciting to be here. Our first podcast with you guys.
Yeah, so it's very cool. And why don't you just tell us a little bit more about yourselves so that the audience has a better idea in case they don't already know?
Well, we are from the Planet D, as you said, and we came up with that name because we are Dave and Deb. It's very original thinking on that. And we do adventure travel around the world. We've been to about 110 countries, and we cover all of that. But we haven't done a lot of the Caribbean, so that's really exciting for us to be on the Trippzy app and learning all about it and deciding where we want to go. We've only been to maybe 5 islands in the Caribbean. Yeah. So that's fun for us to check it all out and go, where are we going next, Dave?
Right. And you guys did a great job. We had our launch the other day, and we won't talk about who won between the husband and wife duo, but it wasn't the husband, we'll put it that way.
We're still talking about that.
I am.
You are, exactly.
So like Deb was the smartest traveler in the room on that night, and maybe we'll do a 7 out of 8 or a 3 out of 5 on the next one to see how it goes. But we think you guys enjoyed the game. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you saw and what you experienced at the launch?
Yeah, I loved the game. I thought it was really intuitive. The questions were fantastic. And any place where I can compete against somebody, not necessarily my wife, but it happened to be that way. But to compete with other people in the room, I love it. And I got to learn a lot about destinations as well. And I like the way that you guys have the app set up. So I like that you get the question and then you get extra points for the faster that you answer. So if you know about the actual locations and you know the answers to the questions, you can do very well. If you're kind of guessing, you may end up where I was on the leaderboard.
Well, that's what I like about it, that it's multiple choice too. So a lot of times when you're guessing, you can guess right. And I love that I already have points towards travels. I really think that's amazing how quickly you can check out and go, I've got $25 towards something when I book to Antigua or something like that.
Yeah, and people get really competitive, and obviously it was a room full of travel journalists. It is going to get competitive, but it's one of those things where I can really sort of see people playing against their friends and playing against their other travel lovers, just to sort of see where this all goes.
Yeah, we were all worried about our reputation that night. Everyone's like, okay, it's a room full of travelers and we don't know the questions. So it was pretty funny. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's on the line. But it was a lot of fun. And I got it. I got to the top, and I know I'm not going to hold on to that reign for very long. I got really lucky. But I'm looking forward to holding on to it for as long as I can.
There we go.
And getting to the top also meant a prize for you guys. We had a number of sponsors although the game is focused on the Caribbean, we wanted to make sure you guys didn't have to wait till you got down south to celebrate. So Deb, you scored an amazing prize with Living Waters Resort. Dave, what did you collect?
I collected a couple bottles of wine, which is probably what I would have chose if I won first.
Dave and I are on the same wavelength on that. So yeah, our sponsors, Divine Agency, a good guy named Rob Groh, donated three sensational wine gift baskets. Burning Kiln in Lake Erie, in Ontario. Tourism Stratford also awarded some prizes. JW Marriott was fantastic. Plus our Caribbean partners of Trippzy. We have got 6 islands: Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, British Virgin Islands, Curacao, and Nevis. All had rewards either in the gift bags or for door prizes, and they're also the destinations featured on the app itself. So anyone downloading it and playing, they can win all kinds of fantastic rewards. And Dave and Deb, you guys travel the world. You see different way. You talk to tourism boards and hotel operators, and they want to get the word out through you guys. And with Trippzy, we're kind of thinking this is another vehicle for doing that in terms of marketing. So it should tie into the sort of things we all do.
Most definitely, and I think like for us, or when I'm looking and playing games on my phone or anything like that, there really isn't any like great travel games out there that give you a chance to actually win prizes and or cash towards your next vacation. So I think that was a super smart way for you guys to go, because then doesn't just become a game, but there's value in it for me as well. So and we are definitely we haven't been to a lot of the islands that we're on the app, so it's proof that you don't have to have gone to all these islands to do great on the game too, because Deb won, or maybe she's proof of that and I'm not.
Well, we tried to have some fun with it too. So some of the questions are kind of obvious. We threw in a couple of ones where it's you pretty much know it's not A, but it could be B or C. And as you said, I think you mentioned, Deb, you also get points even if you get the question wrong. Now you will be rewarded if you answer faster. So there's that kind of that risk reward. Do I really want to be sure, or do I want to answer with what I think is the right question right answer right off the bat?
And down the road, there'll be opportunities to ask a friend. There'll be opportunities to play as a team, so that there's multiple ways of getting points and incorporating your own networks into the process, which we think will be a lot of fun when that happens.
So tell me a little bit more about what you guys are doing with the Planet D these days. So we want to give you guys a good opportunity to spread the word about what you're doing.
Well, we've been, actually, we moved home last year for the first time. We had been on the road nonstop for 8 years. So now we have a home base in Toronto again, which is really exciting. And we're traveling about once a month now. And, we're heading out to Cuba. We're heading to Ireland this year. We're heading to Ottawa next weekend. It's very exciting for Winterlude. So we're just always still traveling a lot, but we actually have a home base, which is really exciting. And we're focusing a lot on video this year because we really love doing it. It's one of our favorite things.
Yeah, definitely. The YouTube channel and growing our YouTube channel is definitely a priority for us this year. We both come from film and television backgrounds, so the video, it's kind of strange that we waited this long to really go at it wholeheartedly, but that's our main focus this year anyway.
What do you like about the video? What is it you're trying to do with your video, Dave?
Well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to provide information, but entertainment as well, and do it in a different way other than just like a vlog or, a one-person narrative, more like the old travel shows of old, we used to watch,
yeah. And I like doing the YouTube videos because I feel I can really show my personality off. I think blogging has evolved a lot. We've been doing it now since 2009 full time, and it's changed so much that people are now just really going to get the information, and then the rest of the time they're following your personality on social. But on video, I find everybody really is engaging like the early days of blogging. And
you guys can do that because you're similar, but you've got slightly different personalities, and you can play off each other and have a little bit of fun.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
the fact that there's two of you really helps too, because a lot of us, when we travel, it's pretty much a one-person show.
Yeah.
To have the both of you with slightly different perspectives but similar interests is, I think, a really strong point for you guys.
Yeah, we're really lucky that there's two of us. I don't know how people have done it alone. I admire people who do it. Yeah, I don't think we could have.
No, I do think you're right. It is an advantage because we do get to play off each other. So like that makes it even that much more fun for us as
well. Well, actually, editing's pretty fun. I listen to myself just constantly tell Dave what to do. So I don't know how much we play off each other.
And you've stayed together through 150 countries or 140 countries.
Yeah, exactly. And
that's
26
years.
Yeah.
26 years. Remarkable stuff. Well, thanks, guys. We appreciate you being here.
Thanks
for having us, guys.
That's the VacayNetwork Travel Podcast, sponsored by Trippzy, with the Planet D this week.